Hello, this is David Delk again, and this is the third episode of Tai Chi with Dave. And again, we are here in the beautiful, majestic Lake Wales, Florida. And what I wanted to talk to you guys about today was a little bit from episode 2 that wasn't discussed, and then also something about suppleness today for our third episode. So first and foremost, when I did show you purifying the heart yesterday, I did not actually end off in that last little bow. So we'll do it again today with purifying the heart. And it ends off in a bow where your eyes are still looking in front of you. And that has to deal with customs years and years ago, centuries and centuries ago, with always keeping your eyes on the other individual who you're bowing to. Also, there are a few other little nitpicks that you're seeing in the video, and there are reasons for why I'm doing certain things. So I am barefoot out here, and my hair is not tied up. There are reasons behind that. Just like what we talked about in the last episode, I always want to try to catch that frequency, that chi frequency, throughout the outside when I am outside doing my Tai Chi, and even inside as well. It's better to be outside, to have that connectedness with life and plant life and animal life as well. And I also want to be barefoot too, because the grass, all of it's alive. We're surrounded amongst all sorts of plant life. So you really have that connectedness with the earth when you are outside and doing that stuff. Of course, I always, and I'll go over this over every episode, I always want to breathe from the lower dantian. My hair is down because I want to try to capture something called suppleness that we'll go over a little bit. This is something that I do. You don't necessarily have to do that. But I just want to try to remain as lax as possible, and any edge I can get on that when I am doing my Tai Chi, I definitely do that personally. I would suggest you guys do too, but if you do need to tie your hair up for any reason, you're more than welcome to. You won't have an issue with it as long as you're still trying to be relaxed and still try to get that relaxation while you are doing your Tai Chi. Of course, I wear the tie-dye shirt for the good vibes here in the beautiful, majestic Lake Wales, Florida. So anyway, I want to talk a little bit about suppleness. So what we have already, we have the structure of our home, our Tai Chi house. It is our lower dantian. So we've already talked about the structure in episode 1. I'm sorry, not the structure, but the foundation in episode 1. And then we already have the structure, which was that structure of purifying the heart and trying to keep that actual good posture while we are doing the actual purification of the heart and doing that movement when we are starting our Tai Chi. Now I want to work on something else. I want to work on suppleness. So a house, it has the foundation, it has the structure, and then also we need electricity for the home as well. And so now with this is an extension cord. And this does have something to do with suppleness, actually. So with an extension cord and with electricity in the walls in your home, you can't have them stiff. You need them to be able to maneuver around, zigzag around, go around certain crevices in the actual walls. And even for your actual extension cords, they may have to go somewhere where they actually make it to an outlet. Or even for lamps that you actually have on tables, you'll need to plug them into outlets as well. And you can't have them just stiff the whole time. It's the same way with your Tai Chi. You need to try to be supple and relaxed during your Tai Chi. And the reason for this is because not only is your lower dantian going to be the foundation of your Tai Chi home, but it's also your circuit breaker. So you want to try to stretch out your whole entire body. And the reason is because when you actually focus on the lower dantian, you're focusing on an area that has about 100 million nerves there. So when you are doing these certain movements and these certain visualizations, when you're stretching, you will feel some tingling sensations throughout your body. And there are certain areas such as the palms, like I've discussed before, the legs as well, even down to your yang tuan, like I talked about before, at the bottom of your feet. You want to try to capture that because that really helps you out. That keeps you relaxed and also benefits you throughout your day-to-day life when you're not even doing your Tai Chi, and keeps you calm even when you're going through different stressful situations. So what we'll go ahead and do is, of course, you want to breathe from the lower dantian always, even when you're not doing your Tai Chi at all. We'll start off with purifying the heart. Yang tuan tries to go deep into the earth. I want to make sure I try to rest all my weight on there and have the heels up just a little bit. Everything, my weight is just resting on the balls of my feet. Of course, breathe through the lower dantian. I cannot say that enough. My hands, I want to rest all my fingers on the left ring finger, even my thumb on the inside there as well, kind of like a fish trying to eat something. I'm going to place it right on the lower dantian. I'm breathing from my belly, and I'm keeping that circularity where I concave and where I have a concave feeling in the chest. Also, I'm trying to relax the shoulders, and then I want to feel a sensation of kind of like a string pulling up from where it's actually trying to extend from my neck to my head. And I'll go ahead and just close my eyes a little bit. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. I want to corkscrew down again. My right foot, trying to get that connection with the palms of my hands to the earth. I'm going to go ahead and step out with my heel. I'm going to sink all of that weight to my left Yang Chuang. I'm going to come in, swing my foot around, place the palm of my hand over my knuckle, come back, take a big deep breath from my lower dantian, and then sink it down into the earth. I want to envision the palms also pushing that air, that chi flow down into the earth as well as down through my Yang Chuang. Now from here, I need to work on my suppleness. So Tai Chi does have many different stretches. So this will be the first stretch that we're actually doing today to try to help us with our stretches and also with our flexibility. We want to make sure we try to get circulation throughout our body, and it'll also help us with our connectivity when we are focusing on our lower dantian. It'll help us really try to feel those nerves throughout our body when we are doing our Tai Chi to help us calm and stay supple and relaxed. All right, so here's the first stretch. You want to take a deep breath in, but slowly. So you want to breathe in. And when you breathe in, you actually want to try to visualize the chi going through your Yang Chuang, up through your legs, and coming up into the palms of your hands. Now you're actually going to try to envision at first your hands floating. And then when you feel that you can't envision those floating anymore and they're not moving from you envisioning that, then you want to try to take over with your physical body and try to lift your hands up. And I'll show you how the movement is as such. So I take a deep breath in. I want to exhale, stretching up. Up to my tiptoes. And breathe in and sink it down while I'm breathing out. So what I'm trying to envision the whole time is, I'm trying to envision either my airflow, the chi, however you can do it, where it's coming up through the earth, through my Yang Chuang, through my legs, through my lower dantian, through my stomach, and then out through my hands. Now, like I said before, if you just focus on your hands floating, maybe focus on floating in water, or focus like you're kind of like floating in the air, something like that, then you should be able to, just with your mind alone, start feeling your hands going up. Now, if you can't do that any further, if it's only like this far, or if it's this far out, then that's when you can take over physically, and that's when you're going to exhale. And when you exhale, that's when you're going to stretch up. Now, when you exhale, you want to kind of feel like the rest of that airflow or that chi is coming back through all the way up, even to your head, and then also coming back through your hands, and you're trying to press that chi or airflow out through the palms of your hands as you're actually stretching upward. So you keep stretching upward, you're exhaling, again getting on your tiptoes, inhaling as you're coming down, And then the exhale. Bring the chi back to the earth. So we'll do that a few more times. So go ahead and inhale. Imagining I'm floating in water. Okay, I need to take over. Press back down. And exhale. Envisioning everything's coming out of the palm of your hands. Inhale. And exhale, bringing everything back down to the earth. Now I'll do it a few more times with my mouth open so that you can actually catch the inhale and the exhale part. Usually with your Tai Chi though, you want to try to rest the tongue on top of the roof of your mouth. And the reason for this is it's believed that the circulation throughout the nerves from your lower dantian is going to flow more smoothly throughout your body. It's called the cosmedal orbit. All right, so a lot of Tai Chi practitioners try to capture this so they feel that chi going throughout their whole entire body. All right, let's try this again. So I kept my mouth open the whole entire time so that you can kind of understand when the inhalation comes and the exhalation comes. But again, remember, try to keep that on the roof of your mouth. Try to keep your mouth closed. And it's also believed a little bit of a smile also helps as well. Well, that's all for me today. I'll see you guys in my next episode with Tai Chi with Dave. Please, again, ask any questions or anything. If you do have any questions for anything, please feel free to refer back to my Facebook page or my YouTube page. Take care.